Hey guys, welcome back to the Leah Simone YouTube channel. And today I want to discuss a little something, not my shirt. I just wanted to show you that just real quick. But it is slightly relevant to what I would like to talk about. And today I'm going to talk about what it's like to work at a movie theater. So, I worked at a movie theater at the age of 17, 17 to like 18 and a half, and then part-time when I was about like 20 years old. And essentially, it was the same thing. I worked at two different movie theaters. One was Regal Cinemas, and the other one was, I believe it was Cinemark. But essentially, both job duties were the same. At Regal Cinemas, I was able to work essentially all areas, so floor staff, concessions, and box office. So for the interview, one of my school friends had worked there and had put in like a sort of like a good word for me for a reference. And when I called and applied, they offered me an interview. And so during the interview, they just asked me my strengths and weaknesses, and if I ever worked before. And technically, that was my very first job. But I put that I worked at my aunt's boutique before. So that was like retail experience that I had. So I just kind of put that down. Let's see. He basically hired me on the spot, and lo and behold, I got my uniform. It was essentially all black attire. And now that I'm thinking about it, we did get new shirt uniforms essentially every time certain movies would come out. I know we got one for like the Minions, and then at one time we got like a whole new set uniform that was like better when you didn't want to get like all that butter popcorn on you. But yeah, that was essentially the interview. It was pretty short and sweet. I got the job on the spot, my first job at, at the age of 17, and it's pretty fairly explainable. So I trained like during the week, like on a Monday or Tuesday night, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday night. And essentially I was just being trained in concessions first. And so it was a little touch screen, like different pictures of the combos, the different food items that they had, drink items that they had, and certain things for like if people had rewards, cards, what to do with that. And so you had to get down to a little system, which was essentially touchscreen, touch the button that matched what the customer wanted to order. So if they wanted a number one, which is a medium popcorn, medium drink, then that's what they got. They ended up paying towards the end. You let them know, let them know the payment they pay towards the end, obviously. And you go about that transaction. Make sure you upsell something towards the end. That was always a thing in concessions. But not only that, you had your own station, your own like little computer, touchscreen computer to take orders. And so obviously you obviously had to take people's orders and make their food. So if they ordered that medium drink, medium popcorn, start the medium drink, go get the popcorn, skip it out. Make sure you ask if they want butter or not. If they do, you make sure you ask if it's layered, because that's the thing. And yeah, you serve them their popcorn, give them their drink, and make sure they pay. And then you're on to the next customer, and you just essentially cater to what they want. It's a whole concession stand. So, concession serves everything. And at the Regal Cinemas, they served food as well. So like burgers, chicken sandwiches, pizzas, hot dogs. I believe that's Cinemark too, but I don't know. I just remember Regal Cinemas being a little bit more like food, like wings or something like that, chicken bites, pizza bites, Cinnabon buns. I don't know. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite things was the Slurpees. Oh. So, and then, oh yeah, let me talk about closing concessions. Essentially, closing concessions, you would have to clean everything up. Yes, clean everything up. Clean the poppers as well. And honestly, I got so used to it where I would clean the popper in so like little time, and it would be like neat, spotless, tidy, and everything. So there'd be moments I would close concessions by myself or close box office by myself. Those would be during the week, obviously, because it's like less busy. But even then, like on weekends, if it's multiple closers, I knew exactly what to do, clean everything. So, and obviously get spot checks at the end, and you're good to go. And then now we can move on to floor staff. So essentially, floor staff is fairly easy. You rip tickets up, explain to people like which side they're on in regard to the theater, where the theater's at. Essentially, explain to them, and you keep the lobby clean. You keep the theaters clean. You keep the areas, like the walkway areas on the way to the movie theater, or the actual theater areas clean, those hallways clean, the bathrooms clean, which aren't too bad. You just have to do bathroom checks. Just make sure it's clean. And yeah, that's essentially it. You got to do movie checks. So just to check to make sure that people are in safety. You literally just walk into the theater, stay there for like 2 seconds. You could look up to see and watch the movie for like a little bit and then walk out. Who is calling me? I don't know. But yeah, that's essentially floor staff. Yeah, I didn't really, oh yeah, I guess in a way I did close floor staff, but not all the time. So essentially you just lock the doors and make sure the mats are covered and like out the way. That's all I can remember. But I also forgot to mention we took trash out. Not fun, but we had to take that out. Box office. Essentially you take tickets, you ask people, like you welcome people to the movie theater. You are the first person, like you're the first face that they see when it comes to the movie theater. And when people purchase their tickets, you let them know the times. You can explain to them the rewards card, request to see if they would like to purchase or not purchase one, receive one. Let them know whatever deals that are going on for the month. And yeah, you just take their transaction and kind of go about your day. Make sure you're even in regards of your register. Same goes for concessions, but for box office, you do end up receiving a lot more money, because at least that's, people don't always go to the concessions. People will always go see the movies. They'll pay for the movie tickets. So yeah, you can also like scan people's tickets inside, or so they can go inside and just be able to like go in. That's kind of same for floor staff, but even box office, you can scan their tickets to check that they purchased them. Sometimes they'll have their own printout tickets and that you can scan, and then you can print out the actual movie ticket, give that to them, and they can go in. You could do that either or at the box office or floor staff, essentially the ticket taker. But closing box office, you make sure you're even on your drawers. You count everything, let them know what you counted. They count your drawer again, and then you just go in and wash dishes, kind of help concessions a little bit. You don't have to necessarily close for them, but you could kind of see if they need any help. But you still do your cleaning duties as well, which at the time mainly was just to wash dishes of the kitchen. And then that's it. Perks of working at the movie theater, oh my gosh, let me tell you, if I wasn't working, I was still at the theater watching movies. Okay, you got free movies, you got to take at least one person with you for free, and 50% off concessions. Like, that was one of my favorite things. But other than that, that's essentially what it was like working at a movie theater. Stay tuned for more what it's like to work at that. Okay, be sure to tune in to the Leah Simone YouTube channel for more videos.